Very good day everybody, and welcome to another video. This is your personal VATSIM pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and I will be your captain for today's flight. And today's flight will take us back on the VATSIM network and back to the Boeing 737. I'm seeing now that it's saying 600, but it's actually the 737 700, so I should change that later. Let's get rid of the splash screen immediately. We're using the PMDG Boeing 737-700 with the Ryanair livery. We're using real-world time, real-world weather, the Aerosoft Simple Traffic Tool, and GSX. We'll be taking a somewhat of a short flight from Corfu, Greece, to Antalya in Turkey. We flew over Turkey on the stream last night. We flew over Antalya. We flew from Turkey, Istanbul to Cape Town. So we're right now parked here at one of the parking stands for the medium aircraft, and we're connected to the VATSIM network. The ground power unit has been connected, so let's power up the aircraft. Batteries first. Let's get the IRS aligning. Then we can turn on the external power. So let's fetch our flight plan from our electronic flight bag. So 32 degrees, not a lot of wind. Request boarding. Hey, FPS Lego, how are you, man? Welcome back. I'm doing well, man. Hope you're doing good too. Just uploaded a video. I think you saw that, a replay of the last stream. And now we're flying on VATS. It is not very busy on VATSIM. I have no clue how long this controller will stay online. At least we should have one controller. Didn't do any flight tired after coming from college, I can imagine, man. It may require some energy to gain knowledge. Right, let's go for a goal there. Let's set everything up, let's get some lights going on. Flight deck. Let's select 121.5. It's a requirement these days to have the guard frequency on the VHF2, I believe. I'm guessing that's this one. Oh yes, Lego, I saw that, and I think during that time I forgot to unmute my microphone, and I spent like maybe more than an hour talking and talking. No sound came out. I would like to board both the crew and the pilots. Right, so FNC. Get our ICAO code, so Lima Golf Kilo Romeo. Now I have to look at the parking stand here. It's 17. Let's see if they recognize simple 17. No, that is not in database. So we'll then look over here.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Doesn't even have a name. Okay. I'm good, so just copy this at IRS position, the route. So we'll do flight plan request. And I will have to ask for clearance. Let's get our OFP up here. So cost next 80, wind 251017, cruising 390. And the fuel will be carrying block fuel 7.5, final reserves 2.4 or 2.5. 7.5, 2.4, so that looks okay. So we can set payload, set fuel, select route. So let's see if we can listen in with the ATIS information. Should be 126.355.
Your passenger's bus is coming.
Listen to information Delta. This is Kirk Cairo Airport ATIS information Delta recorded at 1450 Zulu. Expect RNP approach. Landing runway 34, takeoff runway 1634, transition level 65. Wind 300 at 3. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 3,500. Temperature 32. 2.19er. QNH 1010. Advise on initial contact. You have listened to information Delta. This is Kirk Cairo Airport ATIS information Delta recorded at 1450 Zulu. Expect RNP approach. Landing runway 34, takeoff runway 1634, transition level 65. Wind 300 at 3. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 3,500. Temperature 32. 2.19er. QNH 1010. Advise on initial contact.
Alright, so let's go to the ground frequency. 121.705. Yeah, that's a good question, Lego. I'm building up to that. I'm building up my confidence in the flying online. Sometimes can get that overwhelming.
Welcome on board. This way, please.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I agree with that. It can be a bit overwhelming doing all these things, you know, like communicating, flying, planning. So I like to do little short steps by steps, and I do plan on doing some more full coverage, because right now we should only have probably like outbound airport that's online, you know. Maybe by the time we reach our destination there might be some, but I don't think so. It's just to get a little bit reacquainted with everything. Alright, so I think it's time to set up, let's continue setting up the FMC, so let's load our route.
This way. Hello. Good afternoon.
Secure ground, good day, Ryanair 5 Hotel.
Ryanair 5 Hotel Quebec, Echo, good afternoon. Taxi to stand number 2 via Alpha.
Stand number 2 via Alpha, Ryanair 5 Hotel.
Hello.
Right, so let's check our OFP. What is suggested, what he requested, or will request is basically mallet 1 kilo out of runway 16. Developing the skills, yeah, and that might take some time, but just enjoy the time that it takes. Yeah, there goes a lot of time into it, but it's really cool. So the mallet 1 kilo out of 16. 16 mallet 1 kilo. And before we execute, let's double check the ATIS information. Landing runway 34, takeoff runway 16 and 34. Okay. Transition level 65, wind 300, 03 knots, visibility 10 kilometers, clouds view at 3500, temperature 32, QNH 1010, advise on initial contact information Delta. So it looks like the action is all the way over there, and we're standing here somewhere, some weird place to the side. Yeah, that's cool, Eagle. Yes.
Ryanair 5 Hotel Echo, welcome to Corfu.
Thank you, sir.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Regular ground, Ryanair 812, type Boeing 737-700 with requesting IFR clearance to Antalya, please.
Ryanair 812, good afternoon. Information Delta is correct. Clear to Antalya via Maled 1 kilo, departure runway 16. Initial flight level 80, squawk 6633.
We got information Delta via Malik 1 kilo departure out of runway 16. Initial climb flight level 80, squawk 6633, Ryanair 812.
Ryanair 812, clearance correct. Report ready for push and start.
Right, cool.
Passengers boarding starting.
Planning Discord server? No, don't think so. I'm never really actually quite active on Discord. So I don't know, maybe I'll look into it one day. Let's just set 1010. We got that on both sides. So we have our clearance, the Malik 1 kilo out of runway 16, so we can execute. And then for our arrival, we will choose. I thought they also had ILS there. Yes. And what is our runway? 18. The LORKO 1 uniform 18. And 18 left. LORKO 1 uniform 18 left. Zulu 18 left.
Olympic 154, good afternoon. Yes, Alexander.
No transition. Execute.
Olympic 159, good afternoon. Yes, Alexander. Clear to Athens via Maled 1 kilo departure runway 16. Initial flight level 80, squawk 6744.
Alright, so we also have squawk code 6633. Let's dial that sucker in.
Could you repeat, please, the initial climb Olympic 179?
Olympic 159er clear to Athens via Maled 1 kilo departure, runway 16, initial flight level 80, squawk 6744.
Clear to Athens, Maled 1 kilo departure, runway 16, climb initial 8,000 feet, squawk 6744, Olympic 159.
Olympic 159er clearance correct, report ready for push and start.
Okay.
I believe cruising was 360. 390. And what is our current altitude? That's sea level, so we can keep that. EGT is now lowering on the APU. Turn on the APU bleed. And we'll also turn on the APU generators, and then we can disconnect the ground power. So we'll disconnect it from up here. And the ground power unit released. It's not quite appear to be working, does it? There it goes. Alright, so we're pretty much set up. Flight directors can go on. Need to do a couple more things. So cost index 80, cruising up to 390. I believe we had 282 at 17 or something. Two for one. And then our fuel would be 7.5, 2.5. Transition out to 5,000. I believe they said 6,500.
5,900 and 11, ready for pushback.
Olympic 159er push and start is approved, facing the north. The QNH is 1010.
Push approved facing, push and start approved facing north, QNH 1010, Olympic 159er.
Alright, so let's get the calculator, performance tool. So departing runway 16, runway condition delay, import from aircraft. Import weather, hectopascal, calculate. Flaps 1, 3,000 feet, takeoff 1 at 49 degrees. We got 6.28 on our CG. Takeoff flaps 1. It's giving us 613. Let's see where is our performance. N1 limit. Takeoff 1, 88.3. Takeoff 1 at 49 degrees. Giving us 89.0. Flaps 1, 6.28, 130, 131, 135. That looks okay. Do you know how to fly the A380 or 747? The A380 I have flown a couple of times. 747
hotel information.
really like a handful, like maybe once or twice.
Requesting clearance to Athens Airport. Aegean 43 Golf Hotel, good afternoon. Information Delta is correct. Clear to Athens via Maled 1 Kilo departure runway 16. Initially flight level 80, squawk 7463. Aegean 43 Golf Hotel, clear for destination Athens F5, runway in UZ 16 via Maled 1 Kilo departure in 600 tower, squawk 746. Correction 746. Aegean 43 Golf Hotel, clearance correct. Report ready for push and start. Eco Aegean 43 Golf.
Alright, so I think we're pretty much set up now.
Olympic 159 at taxi to holding point of runway 16 via Alpha and Alpha 3. Report ready for departure.
Alpha and Alpha 3.
So runway 16, that's really close by. That's just via Golf. So pushback facing, what is that to the right of us? Oh, sort of north. Check it out, ground Ryanair 812, information Delta requesting push and start.
Ryanair 182, Ryanair 812, push and start is approved, facing north, QNH is 1010.
Facing north, QNH 1010, thank you, Ryanair 812. Alright, push start approved.
Ready for takeoff.
Olympic 159er, contact Athene Control 129.675. Have a safe flight, bye-bye.
Remove the chalk. It closes this door, but not that door there.
Alexandria.
Yeah, sorry, gonna take off. But that's plan.
You need to set parking brakes.
Birazi.
Services.
I think that's looking okay. Whoops. There you go.
Hello, Captain. VAR ready for pushback.
Cool, thank you. So yeah, the A380 I've flown a couple of times, and I'm looking forward to flying that some more, getting a little bit more acquainted with it, but it's definitely doable. The 747, I've flown that, the SALT simulations upgrade, if you will.
Departure checks completed. Bypass been inserted.
I'm not sure if I actually flew a complete flight, maybe once, and that this was not on the channel. If there were a fully let's say for instance PMDG would come out with a 747, I would definitely purchase that and fly it.
Locking gear.
But so our departure route basically is the slight left turn, and actually just joining the VOR. Outbound radial 317. So the nose is being lifted up there. So that means nose to the right, tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Stand at wheel.
Engine number 2. Those airstairs look a little bit scary, look at that.
Please set parking brakes. Wait in your
Parking brakes set.
confirmation for a good engine start.
Well, let's start with engine number 1. And we'll set our trim for 6.28, flaps 1. Flaps 1. Verify takeoff speeds 130, 131, 135. Auto brake, go to RTO. There's 2 running engines, so go ahead and confirm.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Turn off the APU. APU bleed can go off as well. We'll turn on the packs. Alright, cool.
Door track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Hey, Lego, no worries, man. You got to sleep for tomorrow's college. Very good. But thank you so much for coming and saying hi, Lego. And we'll do some flights from Stuttgart or Heathrow, some highly populated. Bye-bye tomorrow, man. Cool. Stay safe. See you later, man. Ciao. Oh, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Lego. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your dinner and your rest. Alright, that was very nice.
AGN 43 Golf Hotel, push and start is approved, facing north, the QNH is on 010.
Push and start approved, QNH 1010 and proceeding north. AGN 43 Golf.
Alright, so I'm thinking one more thing we need to do before we go is quickly go over all the waypoints, because if we at some point get a direct to, I do want to understand. So we got the Kirkira VOR, Kilo Romeo Kilo, Malet Nidri, because these guys may say these names, you know, and you have no clue what they're saying. Rotsa, Sotek, Ara, DRL, Actos, Alani, Mil, Netis, Pexon, Madex. It'd actually be better to actually go through the entire flight there. Uvrit, Astis, Adesso, Gilos, Eteru, Vanes, RDS, Sotiv, Dal, Altin, LORKO, that's our arrival, and then we got some RNF waypoints there. Alright, cool. Arkady ground, Ryanair 812, request taxi to runway 16.
Ryanair 812, taxi to holding point of runway 16 via Golf. Report ready for departure.
Runway 16 via Golf, reporting ready for departure. Ryanair 812. Right, the runway turn-off lights and the taxi lights will go on. So before takeoff we should have flaps, green lights, and stabilizer trim we have set up as well. So parking brake released. Quickly have a look at the map with our parking brake off. So there's the holding point actually right there, okay. Turn on our TCAS. This must be the shortest taxi route ever. Arkady ground, Ryanair 812, holding short runway 16.
Ryanair 812, contact Athena Control 129.675. Have a safe flight, bye-bye.
Can you please repeat the frequency for Ryanair 812, 129?
Ryanair 812, contact Athena Control 129.675. Have a safe flight, bye-bye.
129.675. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Bye-bye. 129.675.
Then descend to 6,000, QNH 1011.
200 from Rofox and 6,000 QNH 1011, Foxy Kilometer.
November 1, Corfu, 5 minutes at Parkwood, please. Let me know when you're back. Pick up that, I'll call you when we're back to Kapodistrias. November 1, Whiskey Papa, wind 24019, knots from 824, clear, 2 line.
This is 24, November 1, Whiskey Papa.
Ryanair 812, Athena, clear for takeoff, runway 16, wind 3204 now.
Clear for takeoff, runway 16, Ryanair 812.
Yoinks 94 Papa, at Bedex, clear RMP 34.
Bedex, clear RMP 34, Yoinks 94 Papa. Can I request 7 minutes out from 6 Bravo Delta?
Landing lights,
6 Bravo Delta, you can want to Unicom, see you.
Unicom, thank you, have a good day on 6 Bravo Delta.
Parking brake released.
German Air Force 982, you're clear for the Rusas to... Actually, 1 second. German Air Force 982, clear to Start Creek 2 Golf. Expect the VOR Yankee 29er right.
German Air Force 982, clear to Start Creek 2 Golf. Arrival expect VOR Yankee runway 29er right.
And German Air Force 982, when ready, descend level 130.
Down level 130, German Air Force 982.
Tiger 8 call, feel like they're back. Runway 818 Quebec 0 Athena, radar contact, climb level 310. Ryanair 348, flight record, deadlocks, expect VOR 09.
Direct dialogue, expect VR09, expecting correction Ryanair 4340.
And takeoff thrust.
Golf Alpha November requesting startup, we don't require push.
Golf Sierra Alpha November approved, Mykonos QNH1009.
Approved QNH1009, now Golf Alpha November.
Dino 357, radar contact, climb level 320.
Level 320, Dino 357.
Is here 551, descend flight level 130.
E1?
Is here 551, descend level 130. Clipper 1015, heavy, descend 3000.
Get up.
Descend 3000, Clipper 105.
Clipper 65, right, push start, right.
United 238, heavy, descend level 120, vector is ILS X-ray 03, right.
Vector ILS X-ray 03, descend 120, United 2.
0625, push facing east.
Good afternoon, Asia 43 Golf Hotel and holding point Alpha 3 runway 16 in case secondary reporting.
Ryanair 812, radar contact, climb level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Ryanair 812.
Is in 4 Golf Hotel, Athena, clear for takeoff, runway 16, wind 3204 knot.
1316, clear for takeoff, Asia 43 Golf Hotel.
Under 1612, Athena, radar contact, climb level 290. Clipper 1015, heavy, turn left heading 120.
Turn 120, Clipper 105.
United 238, depart Romplex heading 210, vector is to bottom.
Romplex heading 210, radar from the 1 Hotel, number 27, ready to depart.
Under 1 Function Hotel, Athena, clear for takeoff, 27, wind 31014 knot.
27, clear for takeoff, Kona 1 Fox Hotel. Sir, 551, ready to descend.
Is there 551, descend level 130.
Level 130, let's 551.
Austrian 815 Echo, descend flight level 130.
Descending flight level 130, Austrian 815 Echo.
What's turn on the packs? They go to auto. Engine bleeds are on.
Turkey 663, monitor Unicom, good day.
I can also turn off the runway turn-off lights and the taxi lights. We'll lock our landing gear.
And Ryanair 95, 94, on request standby. Clipper 1025, left turn is 060, cleared ILS 03 right.
Landing gear up and off.
Heading 260, 03 right, Clipper 105.
So, after takeoff checklist.
United 561 heavy, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, man, 561 heavy.
United 238 heavy, descend 6000, QNH 1011.
6000.
Sky Java 2360, clear line on 824, the wind is 240 to 19 knot.
Itinerary available now, 90119, flight level 350 with you.
Russia 90119, Athena, radar contact, welcome.
Standard pressure.
Golf Alpha November, requesting taxi.
Golf Sierra Alpha November via Alpha 2, backtrack runway 34.
Via Alpha 2, backtrack runway 34, Golf Alpha November.
Ryanair 95, 94 clearance.
Then NFNF4 ready to cut.
Ryanair 95, 94 clear to Athens as filed, Metis 1 X-ray, climb 4000, squawk 7273.
Initial 4000, squawk 6262, cleared outside, Metis 1 X-ray, Ryanair NFNF.
Squawk 7273.
7273, squawk Ryanair NFNF.
Your back is correct. United 561 heavy, turn left 120.
Landing lights off.
Left 120,
Left side on.
Ryanair 348, descend to 7000. The QNH is 1007. Ryanair 348, descend 7000. QNH 1007.
Say again for Ryanair 348.
Descend to 7000.
10,7000 excess, correction Ryanair 348.
Jet 477, descend flight level 180, sorry, 1 Quebec, ILS X-ray 03 right. Jet 477 at the...
Jet 471.
Jet 477, expect ILS X-ray 03 right, descend flight level 180.
ILS X-ray 03 right and descend flight level 180. Jet 477.
Agent 43 Golf Hotel, you're at a contact, climb level 310.
Flight level 310, chance for 3 Golf Hotel.
Speed to 65 west.
625, taxi 11.24 via Juliet Alpha.
Taxi 11.24 via Juliet Alpha.
United 561 heavy left turn, 060 cleared ILS 03 right.
060 cleared 03 right, 561 heavy.
United 2 trades heavy, fly heading 170, descend 3000.
170, 3000, United 222.
Condor 1 Foxtrot Hotel, radar contact, climb level 360.
Climb level 360, Condor 1 Foxtrot Hotel.
Ocean 815 Echo at Bismo, you're cleared for the RNAV 34, QNH 1009.
The top of the descent will be a little over 1 hour.
Pyramid 34, 7815 Echo.
We got some time to
Golf
prepare.
Alpha November, clear for takeoff, runway 34, 135, gust 33.
34, good takeoff, Golf Alpha November.
Clipper 1015, contact the tower 11865.
Ordinary have good day, Clipper 115.
Agent 3 Tango Sierra, direct Gonzo, expect RMP 27.
Agent 3 Tango Sierra, service again.
Direct Gonzo, expect RMP 27.
Inside, RMP 27, Agent 3 Tango Sierra.
Runway 34.
Jet 477, so that I don't have the ILS X-ray 03 right, I have ILS 20 and ILS 50 and ILS 0.
Okay, Roger, standby, break, your wings 94 property, clear line runway 34, wind is 32049.
Clear to land, runway 34, you don't wings 94 Papa.
United 283 heavy, left turn 120.
120, United 220.
Agent 745, direct Deluxe, expect VOR 09.
Direct Deluxe, expect VOR 09, Agent 745.
Request start of Western Global 121.
121, go ahead.
Request startup.
Approve.
Startup approved, Western Global 121.
Go ahead.
Ryanair to Bravo Foxtrot, requested to clearance, information, travel box, QNH 1011.
Give me 5 minutes, I go back to you. United 561 everyone establish tower 118625.
Establish 1865 for 561 heavy, Dalemi.
United 238 heavy, reduce speed 180.
182 knots, United 238.
Agent 3 Tango Sierra, when ready, descend level 110.
1101 ready, Agent 3 Tango Sierra.
Golf Sierra Alpha November, you're at a contact, climb level 410.
Climb flight level 410, Golf Alpha November.
Ryanair NFNF ready for push clearance.
We got the RNAV approaching.
Ryanair 594, push face out.
Pushing face out, Ryanair.
Agent 754 Athena, climb level 270.
Looks like this is going to hook up quite nice.
Olympic 754 radar contact, climb flight level 270.
AI 115. I think we can just these two up.
Olympic 754 Athena. Ryanair 348, cleared VOR 09.
Execute.
Cleared VOR 09, Ryanair 348.
Sky Travel 2360, taxi via Foxtrot Juliet, parking, good.
Parking.
United 238, left turn 060, cleared ILS 03 right.
03, correction 060, cleared ILS 03 right, United 238.
Agent 745, run ready, descend level, descend 7000, QNH 1007. Agent 745, when ready, descend 7000, QNH 1007.
Itinerary descent 7000, QNH 1007, agent 745.
River 65 right.
River 65, clear for takeoff on 924, wind is 24019 knots.
This is Nancy Deep over should be getting new clear.
I'm sorry, what's the call sign?
Tiger 8 Culture.
Radar, product 8 passing flight level 330.
Okay, 8 Golf Juliet, direct Gonzo, expect RMP 27, descend level 110.
Level 110, direct Gonzo, expect RMP 187, Niger 8 Culture.
FedEx 859er, Itinerary radar contact, welcome. Your wings 94 Papa, contact ground when you're off.
1769 inbound. Vita from flight level 350.
Yeah, wings 94 Papa, contact ground.
Ground 2170, Park 94 Papa.
Where's your 1769 Athena, your radar contact, Astus 1 Bravo. I'm sorry about that. Expect the Astus 1 Bravo, VOR runway 16.
Astus 1 Bravo, VOR runway 16.
Israel 551, let's continue descent.
0551, descend to 4000, cleared VOR 09.
4000 clear, VOR 29 right, flight 551.
German Air Force 982, descend to 4000, QNH is 1009, cleared for the VOR 09, descend VOR Yankee 29 right.
This is a beautiful area, man.
Charge QNH 1009, clear for VOR Yankee runway 29 right.
Athena radar good, leading Sun X3, aircraft 10 to Sun of 320 and down Tango Sierra Lima.
Sun X3 Yankee Hotel Athena, descend level 110.
Descend level 110, Sun X3 Yankee Hotel. President Airline, descend right for the level 070, inbound two-way ball.
Athena radar, hello, Ryan 4988 with you, fly direct to Delta 275 Whiskey, descending to 9,000 feet.
4988 Athena squawk 7230.
Sorry, second transponder please.
7230.
7230 on the box, Ryan 4988.
United 238, contact the tower 118625.
Man, this guy is working. He's busy.
Jet 477, descend to 3000, QNH is 1011, expect the ILS Zulu 03 right.
But I would like to get some clearance to some clearance to climb even further.
And attention all aircraft, I'll be closing up in 5 minutes.
Radar 938, request descent.
348, you should be following the procedure, sir.
Ryanair and SNF ready for taxi.
9594, taxi 1.33 by Equal.
Taxi holding point 33 via Alpha Ryanair.
94988, radar contact, direct Kapodistrias, expect RMP 34.
Fly direct Badek, expect RMP runway 34, Ryan 4988.
And Ryanair 4988, descend to 4000, QNH 1010.
4000, QNH 1010, Ryan 4988.
Radar, good day. Ewing Peter Bravo at Heraklion, runway 27, ready for departure.
Runway 3 Tango Bravo, you can monitor Unicom. I'll be closing up shortly.
This was for Ewing Peter Bravo, switching to Unicom.
Hey, firm, I'll be closing up shortly.
Okay, bye.
Ocean 815 Echo, equid line runway 34, wind 35023, knots, gust 23.
Video check. Thank you, Crystal Land 34, 815 Echo, double.
Agent 745, cleared VOR 09, descend according to the procedure.
Let VR approach runway 09, will descend as per procedure, agent 745.
And And potential aircraft. I'm gonna close up, guys. There's quite a lot of planes here, so I'm gonna close up. Enjoy your day, guys.
Great job, man. See you later. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sure.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Well, the guy was doing a tremendous job. Really cool. He was so busy. Right, so let's go to Unicom. And I guess we can just manage our own altitude now. So 122.8. And then let's do climb. Let's see what the FMC telling us. Let's go 390 and we'll just follow the climb. So I'm thinking now to climb, do we just do like a level change? Try that. Level change. Man, that dude was really busy. In-flight entertainment by yours truly and for yours truly. Alright, cool. So I had a nice takeoff with full ATC coverage and, well no, not full ATC coverage, but at least auto-wise. This guy was like at his hands full. It was insane. But it made for a nice experience to hear all these, to hear the controller and to hear all these pilots talking at the same time. It was pretty cool. We just now cleared ourselves to our cruising altitude. Now I'm curious if we now switch back to VNAV, what it will do. VNAV speed, but will it keep on climbing? Is it simply going to follow these speeds, these altitudes 373. You know what? Let's just keep it on level change for a little bit longer. Or just shoot straight up. Time is 16:06. Top of descent 16:59, so it's in about 53 minutes. So we are still on the network. Just let's see, did I not turn on my little overlay? Better set the overlay on for that. I may need to start making checklists for streaming as well. Yesterday, we landed at Eindhoven Airport, and I wanted to see if I could make a landing replay. And I was actually still connected on the network, and I got this private message from one of the controllers saying, "Hey man, are you maybe doing a landing replay? Because you're still connected." And I was like, "Oh shit, sorry," and I immediately disconnected. I guess little mistakes can happen, but I do think it's a good idea to really check these things. You know, you don't want to be disruptive or anything. I felt a little bit bad, but you know, it can happen. It's not the end of the world. Fortunately, I disconnected immediately. But for now, we're still connected. But there is really no A to C. We just had some nice A to C there at Corfu, and then the Athens center was guiding a lot of planes. That guy really had his hands full. Will be there in, let's say, 43 miles or something. 47 miles. So I guess we set up okay for the landing, provided the weather will stay the same. So this was issued at 15:20. So let's see if there's a new weather report maybe. 15:50. The wind coming from 130 at 7 knots. Got fuel clouds at 2,500, it's 27 degrees. QNH is 1005. So 5,000 feet to go, and we are at cruising altitude, and then at that point we'll switch back to VNAV. On the progress page, telling us once we land at 1726, we'll have 3.5 thousand kilograms of fuel. We're now carrying 5.6. Estimated time of arrival 1726, so it's a little over 1 hour. And then top of descent will be, I believe it's about 50 minutes. 1700, about 50 minutes. that's so cool. You have these pilots, these passengers sitting in there. Right, so from TRL to active, and then our top of climb will be right there, 2,000 feet. So if we continue setting up for our arrival, so 3,000 feet will be the capture of the glide slope. We'll actually go, we'll start taking us down. It will be 3 degrees downslope, and we can use 214 feet for the decision altitude, and that will be radial altitude 214. That's been set as well. Alright, 1,000 feet to go. Reaching cruising altitude, and then we'll switch back to vertical navigation. So we're just using the flight level change, but it's now going altitude hold. Alright, so let's go VNAV. So where are we now? We're flying over Greece. That is Athens. We'll fly all over these Greek islands, all the way to the Turkish coast, and then we'll get over land for the arrival route, and that will be an RNAV arrival, as you can see. currently carrying 5.3 thousand kilograms of fuel. And we'll land 3.5, so that's in a left. So the final approach speed will probably go down a little bit more, maybe 126. But we'll see, we just keep on monitoring that every now and then. So yeah, that controller was certainly having his hands full. The guy just could keep on speaking and speaking and speaking. There was a lot of planes he was handling, and he was doing a really nice job. So this is our PMDG 767 on with Ryanair livery. So basically flying from one nice place to another, from Corfu to Antalya. Top of the descent is right there in that white blob, but it's still a bit out. Same the SMC speed on VNF path. Everything looking good. Speed 0.801. We're now 33 minutes into the flight. And time of the top of descent, 16:59. That's 40 minutes. See if there's any controllers in the meantime in Antalya. No, there are none. We're flying south of Athens. There is some control, but it's local, so there's no radar or anything. That's enough of that. Got to keep the fingers warm and in shape. Back to the cockpit. But so far everything looking good. Got the normal fuel flow, normal fuel quantity. Prediction is looking good as well. 3.5 on touchdown. Top of descent, 15.9, so that's in about 30 minutes. A little over 30 minutes. We've set everything up on the nav display like we set 2 fixes. With the engineering. Hey, Ega, Rian, track me. American Airlines 53 Bravo Tango from Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot to Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. It's a safe flight. You have a safe flight too, man. So nice of you to come and say hi. You're flying on VATSIM or are you just flying offline? Very nice of you to say hi, man. I'm liking that long shadow cast by the sail. Look at that. He's thrown straight on our back. So it looks from here. Looking pretty cool. As Turkish, this is my first scene at Ryanair of Antalya. Yeah, I'm not sure if they land in Antalya in real life. The 700 series, yes, they're super small. Absolutely. And I believe they are, their wingspan is slightly longer than the length of the fuselage, which apparently is quite unique. And that's what I like. These really small, chubby little Boeings. I also have the 737-600. That's even a little bit shorter, and she looks just like a chubby, cute little girl, you know. It's really cool. Try to do some smooth moves here. Looking at this nice little airplane. So, Ega, with a name like Rian, you should be flying Ryanair. I'm just kidding. I always like to see these little associations, you know. So when I see something that reminds me of something, it's nice to say it out loud. Just because exactly got short distance. Yes, it's not a very long flight indeed, Ega. It's, I don't know, the flight time was going to be, let me check on my sim brief. I no longer have it open, but it's going to be a short flight, that's true. Oh, looks like the simulator is no longer responding. There it is again. Okay, so stand by one moment, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. See if we weren't called by any stations. Not everything looking safe. Let's see, how do we get back to Flight deck, there you go. Hey, hello again. What did I miss? Let's see. Hey, Sean, welcome back. So nice of you to say hi. My simulator freeze, I hate it. Oh man, yes, in mid-flight. Oh man, I've had some of these issues as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I solved it. Driver updates, and I think maybe I just toned down my my graphics. This was on my old laptop, the Acer laptop. That's actually still in the channel description. It's no longer accurate, but I'm lazy updating it. But yeah, I had this issue too. That's really not nice. In mid-flight, or like, for instance, right before landing, you know, like you're doing the approach, and all of a sudden it just freezes, and that's it. I do notice. I'm not sure if you have the same, Aga. When I'm using Alt Tab to go somewhere in Windows, and I come back in the simulator, sometimes I have to do it a second time, because if I do it only one time, sometimes the sim might be frozen, and nothing happens, and then I go back to Windows and immediately back to the simulator, and then all of a sudden it works again. That is an issue I've been having a couple of times. Alt F4, well, that will just close it off for sure, yeah. Oh, that's such a shame, man. So sorry to hear that. Which flight simulator are you running, or are you freezing again? Is that 2020 or 2024, or maybe some other simulator? I'm bummed for you to hear that in mid-flight everything just crashes. I would hate that too. 2020, okay, so just like me. Yeah. What aircraft were you flying? Let's see, you said something, let's see. American Airlines 53 Bravo Tango, okay, so that's just the flight number. Second freeze problem. Today. That's a lot. That is very not cool. A320neo. Okay. Yeah, I used to have that a couple of times, and then slowly got out of it. There's actually some videos on my channel where basically the title is like, "Will it freeze again?" This is a couple of years ago, and there was this one flight flying the PMDG DC-6 from some cold country, I believe somewhere in Canada, flying to Seattle, and we were on approach, getting lower and lower to the ground. We could just see the runway through the clouds, and bang, there it just froze, you know, and nothing we could do. Just what you do, Alt F4, you know, just shut that sucker down, and yeah, that's such a disappointment. So I totally feel that, I feel that, believe me, I hate that crap. Fortunately, I did not have the issue since a couple of years. I'm very happy with that. But I do think it makes a difference to which settings you're using. Yeah, you know, I think I was at ultra level or something, like ultra high settings, which is way too high. Was way too high for my laptop. I think now I'm at high, but probably it runs a little smoother, you know, when flying, running it on medium. But I believe it is on high. It's not something I constantly engage myself with, you know. I already accepted it will not be super eye candy, so I'm good. But yeah, but I believe that did make a difference for me. And I also reinstalled the whole simulator at some point and started building back up with which mod do I install and where do I keep it, until I eventually on this computer, and actually also on the laptop at some point, started using add-ons linker. That's just some very awesome person that just created an add-ons linker, and you should definitely use that, because that's a good way to keep your sim totally clean, and you only load in the items that you want loaded in. For instance, one specific aircraft, or one specific aircraft and one specific airport, you know, stuff like that, just to keep things, nice and stable. How much time you landing on Antalya? Well, let's have a look, sir. We're expected to land 17:25, and the current time is 16:37, so that's in about 48 minutes if I'm any good at health calculating. So about 45 minutes or so, and then we'll touch down. So that means in about 15 minutes we will start our descent. So let's have a look. That is at 16:59. That's about 21 more minutes, and we'll start descending. Let me quickly see if there is ATC anywhere. No, there is none. So yeah, let's prepare for descent. It's not descending quite yet, but let's fly together. How quick can you start? How quick can you start up your airplane and enjoy me? You know what I would like, Ege? The what's it called? My controls, or your controls, I believe it's called. It would just be so nice if you could like fly an airplane with two pilots, you know. So you actually have the pilot flying and the pilot monitoring, and there is ways to do it. But I've tried it with my friend, but it's such a it's a bit of a pain. But the concept is really cool. But yeah, maybe one day I'll do some. Could be nice maybe to one day like do some, for instance, some group flight or something. You know, that maybe that something like that could be funny. You know, or with some general aviation aircraft, or maybe just a whole bunch of you know, airliners. Oh, right, like that. Yeah. That's also cool. Yeah, sure, man. We have two places, because it would be cool. And even, you know, if perhaps maybe some more people would like to join. There's some people on the channel that, you know, that are getting into Flight Simulator as well. Oh, you meant right now? I'm sorry, Ege. I thought you meant like to organize it. Waiting you and tell you which gate would you prefer. I don't think after I land I will be doing any flying. I'm sorry. So maybe it would be nice to do this one like some other time, because it does sound nice. Do you have any like destinations in mind that you would like to fly, or is it like just fly somewhere, or actually like, well, you know, let's go, for instance, take off from Antalya and fly to Cairo or something, you know, that's a nice short hop using the A320 or the Boeing 737, something like that. Alright. You could just fly with the A320, yeah, sure. Yeah. I won't do it today, Ege. Sorry if I disappoint you, but I do not want to get your hopes up for today. But for today I will just be landing, then probably do the landing replay, video editing, and after that I do need to rest. I've had a couple of days vacation, and tomorrow I start working again. So I do need to take a little bit of rest here. But it's just so fun to stream and so fun to fly, you know. And lately more and more people are coming along as well. Like to chat, and I do really like the idea, actually, you know, of flying somewhere together. That sounds really cool. So do stay tuned, please, and perhaps we can really like do this one day, because I'm not just saying that. This might actually be super interesting, you know. So are you on the VATSIM network, Egg? Oh, the voice is too low, really? Or is it only in the outside view? Let me check. I will actually need to be right back anyway. So stand by 1 second. Let's go for a outside view for a bit. Alright, so we're back. I tried to change the sound level of the simulator a little bit. but the simulator sounds a little bit lower. Outside it's always a little loud. I mean, look, it's a bit lower now. Let's see what we're looking at. Time is 16:47. Top of descent coming up after LORKO. So then the descent. Thank you again. So let's see. Then descent checklist. We got pressurization, should be landing output. So let's have a look at that. Airport. Let's also do a weather check actually. So we're set up for runway 18 left. So 1907. So let's say 200 feet. Alright, so check. Recall, let's check the recall, see if anything requires our attention. Nope, auto brake. And the runway I think is sufficient. 11,000. We can just use, let's do auto brake 1. I watch you while landing. Oh, that's so cool, Ege. Thank you. I'll promise to try and make a nice touchdown. It's always so cool when you have a good landing. And thanks for checking with me, Ege. Landing data VRAF and minimums. I believe we set up pretty much all of that. We have the radio altitude 214 for our decision altitude. We got the ILS frequency and the final approach course, but let's double check these numbers. 109.75. 109.75 at 181 degrees. So 3,000 feet will be our stopping altitude, if you will. So let's see, 3,000. So let's set that in the box. Alright, 3,000 feet set. Landing data VRAF and minimum. So the VRAF I think might be down to 126 now. We were, the first one we looked at was on 128. So total fuel now 4.2. When we arrive we'll have 3.5. So the number could still change. We're down to 126 indeed. So 126. So this will be first number for us. So 126 plus 5 will be 131. And this should be reflected in here as well. 131. Okay. So we got our VLF speed, we have our minimums, we have our landing data, the ILS frequency, and the final approach course 181, and 181 is also in both the boxes there. Approach briefing is pretty much been completed. We'll just fly the entire VLAB approach. It's going to look silly. Approach briefing completed, and then approach. So let's see what is the transition altitude. 15,000 feet. That's quite high. 15,000 feet, and then we'll go to local pressure. So local pressure. Let's have a weather update now. So this was issued 1550. We got 1620 now. Wind coming from 100 at 6 knots. 10 kilometers visibility. Fuel clouds at 2,500. It's 26 degrees, and we have QNH 1006. Let's pre-dial that, 1006. Very hard to see, 1005. One more airplane. There it goes, 1006. So that's been pre-dialed. So the auto brake is at 1, and then we can keep on checking our inner draft speed. It might go down a little bit more. We are going to burn some fuel, so the aircraft will be slightly lighter and will therefore require slightly less speed maybe when landing. So 50,000 feet will be transition altitude. Top of descent will be coming up. 54 knots come out. at 16:58. So it's in 6 minutes. Let's quickly see if there is air traffic online. No, there is none. But there is. See, is there traffic? Oh, we'll see. Let's start up Sky Dolly. That will record the descent and the landing for us. And then later we're going to make a little landing video using that data. Alright, descent at 48 miles. Descent checklist really completed. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here, but better be a little bit prepared than a little bit unprepared. But I guess the worst traffic control, like online or offline, just worse. Oh man. Okay. So I've flown to or from Turkey a couple of times on the channel. It seems fine to me. But yeah, right. Just one event. So actually, once was on an event. But I believe by the time I flew to Sabiha Gökçen in Istanbul, and I believe there was only one station left there. But there was actually coverage from Amsterdam to Istanbul, and Amsterdam was super busy, and also totally messed up there. I made some stupid mistake by not just confirming something with ATC or just asking them, but just I assumed, you know. And you should never assume like that. But I did, and I got into trouble. They thought I was, you know, not cooperating, which I wasn't, but I didn't know I was. So I felt a little bit ashamed. But the radar there was good, and the guy in Turkey seems fine as well. It should be on my channel, one of the live videos flying to Istanbul. You can check it out. So time 16:54. Top of descent 34 nautical miles, 16:58. And the aircraft should just do it for us. We're requesting LNAV and VNAV. We see this right here. So the VNAV path will take us down. It will. Hey, Ligo, welcome back, man. I'm gonna be sleeping in like 5 minutes. Alright, let's have a look. Right, so top of descent coming up right there. And what is the time? 16:55, and the time we land. Will be 17:25. Alright, so that's about 30 minutes until touchdown. So, can you tell me about the Discord server? How would it, I don't know, what does it do? I'm sorry that I don't know, it's a genuine, an honest question. Like, why would I do that? I'm really curious, like, because I have no clue. I've been on Discord like a couple of times. Not like with the channel or anything, but just with friends, you know. So it was nice, like hanging out, playing games, listening to music and stuff. They had some, you know, like some radio station on one of these side channels, I guess. So that was pretty cool. And I know that a lot of developers as well. They have like they call it. They have like Discord servers as well. Like screenshots from Flight Simulator and community. Okay, so it's like, yeah, alright, so it's like more like a community kind of thing, like basically social platform. People can join your Discord server to chat, join together for flights. Oh, okay, talk, invoice chat, and chat with the viewers. That sounds interesting, Lego, and Ega as well, thanks. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that. I do notice that the channel has been growing a little bit the last couple of weeks, for which I'm super thankful. That's super cool. And maybe that's actually a nice thing. Plus you can add a bot who gives notifications where you go, oh, that's so cool. I will seriously consider this Lego. And Ege was suggesting like something like a group flight, or maybe fly together, just Ege and me, or maybe like, and I suggested maybe some other people, just whatever will happen, you know. And I guess like a Discord channel could indeed connect people in that sense. So that definitely sounds like a good idea. So I might just look into that for sure. Yeah, and just see how that's going to go. Alright, cool guys. Thanks so much. 39,000. Yeah, of course you can join me in VATSIM, man. That sounds nice. And Ege and I were talking about something similar, like flying somewhere together. He suggested, for instance, hey man, why don't you, maybe I'll wait for you at the gate, you know, in Antalya, and then we take off together, like fly like 2 planes in a row, something like that. And yeah, so something like a bunch of people flying together somewhere, that sounds pretty cool, man. So yeah, we could do that on VATSIM, for instance, on the network. It seems like a good place to do it. And you know, if we don't want to bother with, and we could choose, like, do we want to bother with ATC, you know, like we'll actually have like a series ATC kind of flight, or maybe we'll say we'll still use the VATSIM network, but we'll just go someplace where there's no ATC. I don't know, there's options, and yeah, I'll definitely look into that Discord suggestion, guys, because that absolutely sounds like, I think I'm understanding where this is going. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, it looks like we started our descent finally. Look at that. 1659, drag required. And we see the deviation, we're actually a little bit low. Not really sure why it's complaining about the drag required. Just got to gain the confidence to fly my first flight from there on. Baby steps, absolutely. Yes, that sounds good, man. And exactly what you're saying, just baby steps, you know, just small steps, and you know, so that you get the memory stored in your deeper memory banks, and not just your short-term memory, if you know what I mean, you know. Right, so drag no longer required, I think. It looks like now we are pretty much on the profile. Oh, this very same route, but then in reverse, in like 1 hour. Oh wait, LGRP. Did we fly from LGRP? No, we flew from, what's it called, LGKR. Streamers got like 10 people at times, all flying together to the same location while being on voice, chat on the Discord server, all vibing. Yeah, exactly, yeah, I've seen some of these things happen for sure. Yeah, I've never joined in myself, but I did see them happen indeed, and it looks quite nice. So maybe that's an interesting dynamic to consider for sure. Let's just start with maybe, you know, looking into a Discord channel and see how we can navigate through that, and then just take it just like you, legal, small steps, baby steps. All right, so let's stay on the approach, see what's going on, but we do not fall behind. So we are looking at the RNF type of approach. Now the thing is, there is no traffic control. Let me just quickly double check. Okay, it looks totally clear. So the thing is, we could obviously skip a bunch of waypoints, but if we would do that, we're all of a sudden like really high, you know. So I'm not really sure how I would go about doing that. If ATC were all of a sudden to say, hey man, just go direct that waypoint there, I'd be like, yeah, sure, but it would probably bring me in way too high. Switching from Vision Jet to the A320neo will take time. Yeah, enjoy the time. It's nice. It's nice to, and you know what's nice when you fly different aircraft. I'm not talking about 7 aircraft at the same, you know, like in short succession, but like what you are doing, you're switching from the Vision Jet to the A320. If you at some point switch to yet another plane, at some point you will start, maybe already you do, right? But I mean, you'll start seeing the similarities as well, and then you'll start noticing. I don't know. I guess it sort of forces you to look at some things that are not necessarily directly into your field of vision, but more like the systems running behind it. How does it all tie in together, you know? To make it sound really fancy here. So I think that's actually an interesting way to learn, because then you do have some point of reference, and the way our brains learn is simply by exactly that. We need points of reference. If you draw a bunch of dots, black dots on a white piece of paper, we might say, hey, they're shaped like the letter Z, you know, but somebody who doesn't know the letter Z will not see that. And we simply, our brains need to interpret new information. They can only do that by what they already know. It's an interesting, I don't know, like neurological design of humans to just go into some really weird back alley. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying, you know, we learn by association, and switching from one aircraft to another is precisely that. You learn by association. I think that's a good way to learn, man. I did sit on the 737 too the other day, but I did like the A320neo more. Me as well in the beginning. I'm not saying either one is better or anything, but yeah, me as well, because I came from the A320, and then I flew the 737-700, this one, and was a bit weirded out. And actually now I prefer the 737 a little bit over the Airbus. That's why I've also been flying the Airbus a little bit more. This flight I did not want to do it. Thanks for helping though. Hey, no worries, man. Learned quite a lot watching. That's so kind of you to say, man. It's good to know. You know, if it at least gives people, you know, enjoyment, you know, entertainment. That's really what it's for. It's for my own entertainment, and anyone who wants to join in, you know. And if we can be kind to one another, that's even better. That's always good. So yeah, thanks, and no worries. Alright, so what we're doing here, well, 50 feet above the descent profile, so that's not too much. Fortunately, we're above it and not below it. Sorry, we are below it, yeah. Fortunately, not above it. Otherwise, we would need to catch up. So have a look outside. Looks like golden hour is coming. So let me take a note, because I will look into setting up a Discord server. Stand by 1 second while I do that, off the channel or off the screen. Oh wait, you like the view? Let's go outside again, because I'm off the screen for a second anyway. Get back. Yeah, that is a really cool view, isn't it? I have, yeah, I've tried to fly the A380, the Boeing 747 as well, but I use the Salty simulations modification. But I've flown like maybe one flight, like not on the channel or anything, just to see if I liked it. I believe it has less functions than I'm used to, but I'm very, very spoiled with you know, with these PMDG aircraft and the Phoenix, the MD-11. Like, I've like crazy loads of high-end airplanes that I really like. So I've been quite spoiled, I must say, you know. So when then someone does a project like the 747 Salty. But I'm not sure, I don't remember very well. I did it like once, a couple of months ago, so I may just totally not know what I'm talking about. Maybe actually that thing by now is near study level, I don't know. But 747, yeah, I could basically fly it. It's basically the same as the 777 in a way, and the 737, there's some differences, but yeah, that's not too crazy at all. And the A380 I've flown on the channel, but it doesn't sit very well with me yet. But I will definitely fly that again. time 17:07. Let's strap in our passengers. Sorry, I feel a little bit of a cold, I guess. Let's see. Seatbelt sign on. We're still okay on the profile, so let's just keep on going like this. A38 a little performance heavy. That's true. Yes, I agree. With on my system as well. 747 optimized since it's provided. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, maybe it's an interesting aircraft to try and fly on the channel, you know, like streaming. So time 17:08, touchdown 17:24. Let's get the weather report. QNH 1006, 1007 knots, 26 degrees, few clouds. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We have started our descent into our destination, Antalya. Please return to your seats and make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. We expect to land in about 22 minutes. It will be a soft evening. The local temperature will be 26 degrees centigrade. We expect a smooth landing. On behalf of Ryanair and the entire crew, thank you very much for your attention and thank you for flying with us. Alright, so think about that. Okay, so what? I'm just reading the chat. Hey, catch you tomorrow, Lego. Yes, man. You have a good rest. And Egg is saying I am with you AFK with 4 or 5 minutes watching your landing. That's so cool. Thank you so much, man. Because I gotta go sleep now. I have to wake up early for college. Good that you're going to bed and going to college, my friend. Very good. And thank you so much for saying hi. Really. Same to you again. See you tomorrow, Lego. So the area outside looks really cool with this sunlight totally digging it. Right, so we got one more stretch there to go. So let's just keep on descending like this. Usually these types of approaches are, if I understand correctly, they're basically designed to separate traffic. When there's a lot of traffic, they can easily separate them with all these points. But in reality, they might just give you a direct tool. And I'd have to look into how exactly I would do that, if they would do that, because that would all of a sudden mean that you're quite high. So 15,000 feet will be our transition altitude. Still set for 3,000 feet. Let's now check. We have the fuel 3.6, 3.7. We're expecting 3.5. Unit ref is still 126 knots. We're 131 knots. So 15,000 feet will switch over to local pressure, which should be 1006. And that has not changed. So we're standing by for that. There's definitely some terrain here. It's looking very pretty. Let's try and stay on it. It's 15,000 feet coming up. Let's go local pressure. That's on both sides. We're a little bit low, but not too much. Passing 15,000. That's not Antalya Airport here, is it? Oh, I guess it is. I must say, it doesn't hurt to fly here. It looks really nice. Get back inside. Welcome back. 12,000 feet. That's the glide slope. So one more F-turn for us. So pretty much flying right straight over the airport here. So right there. Unless I'm salting the airport now. It does look small, I'm not sure. Oh, cool. Are you at the airport, I guess? Oh, that's so cool, man. Hello. Let me check outside. Really, this is not the airport, is it? The airport should be 2 or 3 runways. What am I missing? There it is. Whoops. Yes, I'm in Antalya parking 10. That's so cool. I don't think I see the plane, but that's just Microflight Simulator. Not drawing it on my end. Cool, man. That's so nice. Well then, hopefully you will see me land in a little bit. Yeah, that's so cool. Exciting. So what's the time? 17:15, so we're below 10,000 feet. We'll turn on the landing lights and we'll also start up our APU. And let's quickly have a sip of water. But first, a nice view. Look at this. Beautiful, looking really cool. Right, so approach checklist is complete as well. Then finally there's the landing checklist, so the engine start switches should be continuous relight. Speed brake armed, landing gear down, flaps green lights. Okay. I can see your livery, can download liveries, nothing. Oh wow. Either left, so still down to 126 knots. I will keep that. Let's get our legs page up now. So this will be the final turn. We do have some terrain, as you can see, but it's not a problem for us, fortunately. That's so fun, Ega. I really hope you can see me. I mean, like when I land. scenery is looking so cool. Alright, so let's stand by. We're about to take a right turn. I'm going to turn off the terrain. Nice. Yeah, so far, but I got best position for the approach. Cool. Alright, so here's our right turn. Let's turn on the localizer. Localizer armed. With 22 nautical miles out. Whoa, check the terrain, man. Damn, that looks so cool. This looks really cool. Wow. Damn, that's a very nice approach. Okay, the localizer is still armed. We're below the glide slope. Let's first see if we can capture the localizer. Speed is going down 235. 3% after Charlie Foxtrot 18 left. Okay. Yes, it's great terrain for sure, man. That's our runway. Localizer not yet captured. It is picking up the identifier and the Lima Romeo Alpha. Now the glide slope is slowly coming close. 3%, okay, we can acknowledge. So speed down to 125, let's correct that immediately. Let's arm the speed brakes. Let me quickly, before I have to stay focused on actually touching down. Let's zoom in again, see if I can see anything. No, not yet. Let's quickly get back to the flight deck, not get too lost. Oh, whoops. He was hanging on me there for a second. The localizer is still not captured, and with 12 nautical miles, glide slope is coming closer. I'm just going to arm the glide slope on the approach. See what that's going to do for us. Otherwise, we may have to hand fly the rest, which I'm not happy on doing. Glide slope and, okay, cool. Glide slope and localizer. Distance 9 nautical miles. Let's try and go flap 1. Pushing it a little bit.
2500.
Drop our gear, we got a little bit more drag. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. So on the glide slope, so now we're just simply coming in a little bit fast. So I'm gonna go as far down as we can. So our speed 125 will be 130. Cool, I guess. Nice. See if I can see anything. Not yet, but I will shortly. Full flaps. Let's go auto brake 2, just to be sure. And looks like we don't have a radio altitude. Usually at 2,500 feet you should have a radio altitude. Not really sure why we're not getting it. So it has to do with that.
1,000.
Alright, 1,000 feet. Autopilot off. We've got some stutters going on there for a second. Do see the airplane flying in front of me. And now let's bring her down gently.
Plus 100.
There's our runway.
Minimums.
Continue. I'll just aim for the touchdown zone.
50, 40,
idle,
30,
flat,
20, 10.
Let's touchdown, main gets touchdown, and nose gets touchdown. Welcome to Antalya, everybody. Full reverse. That was a really nice approach into Antalya, Turkey. 60 knots, engines go back to idle, flaps up. Speed brakes is corrected. Let's take this exit to the right here. Right, so thanks man. Where do I go? Where's your plane? I don't know if I vacated. Maybe let's be social and say this on the network because I'm totally forgetting that. A little bit rude. Well, actually, maybe let's not make it worse. Let's just make it into a clandestine operation then, I guess. Let's have a look outside. We'll take a right turn here. Parking 10, I have no real idea what it is, but I will just park her here somewhere and then I can also come have a look in the free cam, obviously. Let's just first park her down somewhere. This looks so busy, man, look at that. A lot of people want to fly to Antalya, look at it. And I'm not saying these are all online aircraft, obviously. I'm using the Aerosoft People Traffic tool, so that's also generating aircraft. careful there towards the right. There are some places. We'll take a right turn. A right here. And another left turn. We'll turn into this area. Should actually turn off the landing lights. And by now also the taxi lights in the runway turn-off lights. Oh, okay. Yes, exactly. I'm just pulling up here. We'll look on the map. 1 second. So here we are. Parking brake set. Very cool. So once again, welcome to Antalya, everybody. Let's see where's my plane. Here we are. So let me get the camera settings. Just to quickly stop recording. There you go. Yeah, so let's have a look at the map. So I am at stand 225 Bravo. Okay, cool. That got a little bit funky on me. Oops. So here we are. Oops, the camera's going so fast now. The Corendon aircraft there pulling up behind us. Hey guys, is that you? Are you the Corendon? This livery looks, or this model looks like it's AI. Let me just reset this camera. This is driving me crazy. There you go. Turn down the sound here for a little bit. Hey, there's a Turkish cargo. There's actually two planes next to each other. There's Turkish cargo and the Corendon. Look at that. Look near. Are you the Turkish cargo egger? No. Okay. Oh, there's an aircraft. Look at that. I think I might see you again. Let's have a look. Here's a, I'm not really sure what this is. No, don't get myself lost. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Yeah, if you look to my left, there's two aircraft. It's probably generated. So you're parked to my left, right? I mean, it must be. I need my confirmation, man. Where do we go? For now, we go nowhere. For now, we just we'll fly somewhere some other day, if you like. As I said earlier, you know, I do need to rest after this. I will make a little landing video, and I will post that. If the video is any good, but usually they're okay, I will post a little video. And I will also look into setting up a Discord server, and then maybe we could plan something like this one day, and we'll do that. And then we'll actually fly somewhere. Because that does sound very nice, and I would like to organize that. So here's an aircraft pulling up. So you saw me land, right, Ege? That's so cool. Nice, man. Thank you so much for checking. Really cool. Right, man. That's it for me. I need to rest, so I'll make a little video, post that later tonight probably, and then I'll have some well-deserved rest. But I would like to thank you all very much for checking. It's super appreciated. So thank you once again very much. Ege and Ligo, special shout out to you for hanging out today as well. And yeah, I'm definitely going to look into setting up, as I said, Discord server. See, you know, see what we can do with that, because that sounds interesting. Well, actually, let's just go up. Sound will be a bit lower, and let's just enjoy the view here while we say goodnight. Look at that, looking quite nice. All right, man. Thank you very much again for checking. Welcome to Antalya, and I will see you at the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.